Hello there, Star Wars fans, and welcome back to another Rebelscum.com video review. And today we are reviewing the third figure, or at least the third numbered figure in the Black Series Phase 4 Andor packaging, the new Shoretrooper. Now, B2 aside, this is the figure I was most looking forward to next. And that's just because I really love Shoretroopers, and I've been looking forward to us getting more Shoretroopers in Black Series since Rogue One. I mean, we only got two. We got, well, technically three if you include the carbonized. We got the squad leader in the numbered Phase 3 line, number 28, I believe. And then we got the Walmart exclusive regular Shoretrooper, which was then later re-released on archive card, but it was just the same figure, just on archive card. And then, of course, there's the Mandalorian carbonized version of the Shoretrooper. But other than that, that's it. That's all the Shoretroopers we've got in Black Series so far. Still no Shoretrooper Captain yet. And now we have our newest Shoretrooper from their appearance in the Andor series. And here he is. So these guys, I believe, only appeared in one episode. It was the 7th episode of Andor, patrolling the beaches that Keith is vacationing on. And nothing gets past this guy right here. Nothing gets past this guy. Absolute stonewall. He's not going to let any rebel dissidents, you know, tell him what they are or aren't doing. He's going to make sure that whatever crimes they're committing, that he's going to put a stop to them, and he's going to lock them up for the order of the galaxy. And he does his job well. He does his job well, I think. It was crazy how all that happened, but yeah, anyway. I love it. If you can't tell, I really loved Andor. It was such a fantastic series. More on that later. I'll try to record it'll be a spoiler-full review, so I'll let I'll put that in there, and unless it's, of course, already up before this video goes up, then go watch it. If it's not, well, stay tuned. But yeah, I'll try to do a spoiler-full review of what I thought of Andor personally, but, well, with more in-depth detail, but just know that I loved it. I thought it was a masterpiece of a series. Yeah, again, more on that later, because I could just sit here and talk about the show and not the figure all day, and we're here about the figure, so here he is. There he is in the packaging. He looks good. He's got this like miniature kind of blaster pistol-y version of what looks like a DC-15, actually, not a E11. It looks more like a little blaster pistol version of a DC-15 more than it does an E11, which is kind of interesting. You've got some words and things there on the back. You've got that side panel artwork of the Shoretrooper there, and he's looking really nice. And that's pretty much it for the box. And here he is out of the packaging, and he's a totally new take on the Shoretrooper. Now, overall, his armor is very similar to the regular Shoretrooper, but there are some new key differences here. Mold-wise, this is just a retool of the regular Black Series Shoretrooper with just some minor additions to the mold rather than major changes to the mold. So it's not like they swapped out an arm here or there, or swapped out a leg here or there with another Shoretrooper figure or some other random trooper figure. They took the existing Shoretrooper mold and just added a few things. Actually, they only really added one thing. They added this holster right here for his little his little baby DC-15. It's so cute. Look at it. It's so tiny. Look at it. You just wanna snuggle it. Okay, maybe not actually snuggle a blaster. That's poor blaster discipline. So don't actually do that. But still, look at it. Look how tiny that is. It's just a baby blaster. But yeah, he does come with his holster here, and you can put it in his holster. You just unpeg that little bit there on the side. There we go. Put it down like so, and then just kind of reach around and try to get that pegged in. Oh, maybe it doesn't peg all the way in with the blaster in there. Okay, well, you can plug that into the trigger guard at least, and it looks like it's secured into place. So there you go. Yeah, that's not too bad. Other key differences are in the paint. Now, to my knowledge, we still don't know what the rank of this Shoretrooper is yet, because up until this point, we only really had 3 ranks of Shoretroopers. Regular Shoretrooper, Shoretrooper Squad Leader, and Shoretrooper Captain, which again, we're still missing in the Black Series. We recently got a Shoretrooper Captain in the Vintage Collection in the Shoretrooper Army Pack, but we have still yet to get a Captain in the Black Series. So hopefully at some point, you know, they'll finally just add that little bit of extra paint to the Shoretrooper mold so we can finally have our Captain and move on. But one of those key differences here is the shoulders, and that's what we're going to be looking at here. The shoulders are very, very different. Notice on the regular Shoretrooper here, you've got a regular, non-painted, just plain beige Shoretrooper armor pauldron right here. On this side, we've got this light gray paint job on the upper half of that pauldron. Now, again, we don't know if that signifies a specific rank yet, at least nothing I've personally seen yet. If somebody has seen some official information on that, please post it down below in the comments or on the forums. We have a gray stripe across the chest plate, which the regular Shoretrooper does not have. And then, of course, over here, you still have that little white stripe in the middle, just like on this one, except it's a little bit lower. And then, again, the upper half is gray, like on the right side. Still has the red armband. Every Shoretrooper we've seen has the red armband, or at least every Shoretrooper figure we've gotten has had the red armband. And other than that, there's other key differences in paint. For example, the vents on the back of the helmet on the new one are not painted in, whereas they are painted in on the regular Shoretrooper. Same with right here, the little other vent details are painted in. They're not painted in on this one. Some of those other vent details, like this little vent right there, is painted in, but it's not painted in. It's not painted in right there. On the back, the little vent bits on their backpack is painted on the regular Shoretrooper, but not painted in on here. So I guess the paint budget on this Shoretrooper all went to the shoulders, because there's a lot of paint on the other Shoretroopers that are clearly missing on the new one. Even on the belt here, you know, they painted the nice brown leather belt for his utility belt on the new Shoretrooper. There is no brown paint on the back of the belt anywhere, or on the sides of the belt. There's a little bit on the front in those, you know, in the gaps, just a little bit. But overall, they left a lot of paint out on this one. So kind of a shame, because like I said, I love the Shoretroopers. It's one of my favorite Imperial troop variants, and it's weird that they clearly cut costs on this awesome release when we got some cool new paint apps, but I guess we sacrificed those new paint apps and a holster for all of the other paint apps that should definitely be there. And for comparison, here he is next to a Shoretrooper Squad Leader. Again, has all the paint apps it should. There's, you know, all the black fill-in paint apps, brown on the belt all the way around. So, very strange. Very strange. But you'll notice the Squad Leader has the blue shoulders, blue stripe over here. And maybe that's what this guy is. Again, I don't know, at least as of the time I'm recording this video for you guys. I don't know if any information or news has broken about as to the specific markings signifying what rank this guy might be. Maybe this is just an earlier Squad Leader. Or, you know, it could be one of those different battalion, different garrison type situations where different, you know, groups of military soldiers use different paint markings to signify their uniform or their division or whatever. And maybe that could be totally it. And that could be as simple as it is. Again, I am not currently informed. And last but not least, here he is next to the carbonized Shoretrooper, and even the carbonized Shoretrooper has all of those paint details filled in. There's still the brown on the leather belt. There's still the black vents and stuff painted in. So strange to me that Hasbro was able to do it 3 times, but then on the 4th one, they clearly skimped out a little bit. So I don't know what's going on with that, Hasbro, but get it together. You know, just get it together. That's all I got to say. Fully articulated head is on a ball joint, forward and back neck joint, just like the other Shoretrooper molds. Again, this is the same mold, just they added a holster and they left off some paint with when they added, you know, the other paint. Fully articulated shoulders, single jointed elbows, wrist joints, upper waist, hips, upper thigh, double jointed knees, and ankle joints. And that's pretty much it for articulation. Wonder how his blaster looks in his hand. It's gonna look interesting, I think. And overall, despite those paint apps missing, I still think this guy is a really awesome addition to the Black Series line overall, a great inclusion to the Imperial ranks, an awesome figure to add for our Andor collection specifically, and a Shoretrooper is always welcome in my book, whether they remember to paint all the paint in details or not, although kind of a shame they forgot on this one, and they clearly forgot on this one because, you know, while I did make the crack that, you know, Hasbro clearly put their paint budget here on the shoulders instead of on the other fill-in details like finishing out the belt, finishing in all that vent stuff, and, you know, getting all those awesome little bits painted in black like they should have. Really, it is no excuse considering we've got a figure with even more paint apps than this guy would have, even if it had those fill-in details. And as you can see, they had no trouble filling it in here. So who knows? And you know what? It could be, just to give them a little bit more of the benefit of the doubt, it could just be that maybe I got a fluke. Maybe I got a QC error where, you know, mine down the assembly line of wherever this figure was manufactured just didn't get that little extra bit of paint detail added to it like it was supposed to. Who knows? I could be totally way off there as far as, you know, maybe they don't all have that missing. Although I kind of highly doubt it because in the past year, you know, we've all noticed that there have been some corners cut, especially in the painting department. So it is what it is. Hopefully it gets better soon, but I feel like we've been saying that a lot. So Hasbro, come on. Come on. Get it together. You know we love you. You know we're still getting the Black Series figures, but the Black Series figures and the VC figures are supposed to be the best of the best of the best, sir, with honors. That was a Men in Black joke. With jokes aside, are supposed to be the best of the best when it comes to 6-inch scale Star Wars and 3 3/4 scale Star Wars. And 3 3/4 VC is still doing pretty great. In fact, sometimes a lot of the details are better on the 3 3/4 figures than they are in 6-inch figures, which is mind-numbingly confusing considering you have a bigger canvas to work with. So you would think those finer details would be a little bit better with 6-inch than they are with 3 3/4 scale. It's like I said, it's a conundrum. It's confusing to me too. Only the Riddler could figure that out, and I'm definitely not as smart as him. So figure it out, Hasbro. Figure it out, because I know a lot of fans are getting kind of tired of that. Yeah, and that's really all I'm going to say there is we know you're capable of delivering better. So, you know, let's get back to the quality we know you can provide, okay? Overall, though, still, like I said, an awesome figure. I'm, you know, more than happy to have added it to the collection. It's just now that I'm looking at him down the line, he sticks out not because of his cool-looking markings, not because of his cool-looking holster and his cool-looking blaster. He's sticking out because of the lack of paint. I'm looking at him all behind right now, and I'm like, awesome detail, awesome detail, awesome detail. Blank canvas. What happened? What happened? Who knows? Stay tuned for more Black Series reviews, though, because we will keep doing Black Series reviews here on Rebelscum.com. Check out some of the other things we review as well, because we review all kinds of stuff here on Rebelscum.com. And just check out our daily content. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow us on social media for updates on that. But also, make sure you're going to the website every single day, because there's something new posted every single day on Rebelscum.com. Check out Rebelscumshop.com for some awesome swag and merch, like the #unpunched shirt I'm wearing today. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. May the force be with all of you, you Rebel scum. And no running on the beach, all right?